여러분 안녕하십니까? 2026년 4월 29일 수요일 오전 5시 40분입니다. 강현 TV를 시작하겠습니다. 이번 시간은 구약 성경 이사야 6장 1절부터 영어 성경으로 읽어보도록 하겠습니다. In the year that King Uzziah died, I saw also the Lord sitting upon a throne, high and lifted up, and his train filled the temple. Above it stood the seraphims. Each one had 6 wings. With the vein he covered his face, and with the vein he covered his feet, and with the vein he did fly. And one cried unto another and said, Holy, holy, holy is the Lord of hosts. The whole earth is full of his glory. And the posts of the door moved at the voice of him that cried, and the house was filled with smoke. Then said I, Woe is me, for I am undone, because I am a man of unclean lips, and I dwell in the midst of people of unclean lips. For mine eyes have seen the King, the Lord of hosts. Then flew one of the seraphims unto me, having a live coal in his hand, which he had taken with the tongues from off the altar. And he laid it upon my mouth and said, Lo, this has touched thy lips, and thy iniquity is taken away, and thy sin purged. Also I heard the voice of the Lord saying, Whom shall I send, and who will go for us? Then said I, Here am I, send me. And he said, Go and tell this people, heal indeed, but understand not, and see indeed, but perceive not. Make the heart of his people make the heart of this people fat, and make their ears heavy, and shut their eyes, lest they see with their eyes, and hear with their ears, and understand with their heart, and convert and be healed. Then he said, I, Lord, how long? And he answered, until the cities be wasted without inhabitant, and the houses without men, and the land be utterly desolated, and the road have removed men far away, and they all be great for shaking in the midst of the land, but yet in it shall be a tense, and it shall return, and shall be eaten as a tail tree, and as an oak whose substance is in them when they cast their rivers, so the holy seed shall be the substance thereof. And it came to pass in the days of Ahaz, the son of Jotham, the son of Uzziah, king of Judah, that Rezin, the king of Syria, and Pekah, the son of Remaliah, king of Israel, went up toward Jerusalem to war against it, but could not prevail against it. And it was told the house of David, saying, Syria is confederated with Ephraim, and his heart was moved, and the heart of his people as the trees of the wood are moved with the window. Then said the Lord unto Isaiah, Go forth now to meet Ahaz, thou and Shear Yashub, thy son, at the end of the conduit of the upper pool, in the highway of the fuller's field. And say unto him, Take heed and be quiet, fear not, neither be faint-hearted, for the two tails of these smoking firebrands, for the pierce angle of Rezin with Syria, and of the son of Remaliah, because Syria, Ephraim, and the son of Remaliah have taken evil counsel against thee, saying, Let us go up against Judah and vex it, and let us make a bridge therein for us, and set a king in the midst of it, even the son of Tabuel. This says the Lord God, it shall not stand, neither shall it come to pass. For the head of Syria is Damascus, and the head of Damascus is Rezin, and within 65 years shall Ephraim be broken, that it be not a people. And the head of Abraham is Samaria, and the head of Samaria is Remaliah's son. If he will not believe, surely he shall not be established. Moreover, the Lord spake again unto Ahaz, saying, Ask the sign of the Lord thy God, ask it either in the depths or in the height above. But Ahaz said, I will not ask, neither will I tempt the Lord. And he said, Hear ye now, O house of David, is it a small thing for you to weary man, but will ye weary my God also? Therefore, the Lord himself shall give you a sign. Behold, a virgin shall conceive and bear a son, and shall call his name Emmanuel. Butter and honey shall he eat, that he may know to refuse the evil and choose the good. For before the child shall know to refuse the evil and choose the good, the land that of her rest shall be forsaken of both her kings. The Lord shall bring upon thee and upon thy people and upon thy father's house days that have not come from the day that Abraham departed from Judah, even the king of Ahaziah. And it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord shall his for the fly that is in the uttermost part of the rivers of Egypt, and for the bee that is in the land of Assyria. And they shall come and shall rest all of them in the desolate valleys and in the holes of the rocks and upon all thorns and upon all bushes. In the same day shall the Lord shave with a razor that is hired, namely by them beyond the river, by the king of Assyria, the head and the hair of the feet, and it shall also consume the bird, the beard, consume the beard, and it shall come to pass in that day that a man shall nourish a young cow and two sheep. And it shall come to pass for the abundance of milk that he shall give, he shall eat butter. For butter and honey shall everyone eat that is left in the land. And it shall come to pass in that day that every place shall be where there are thousands vines and 1,000 silver rings. It shall even be for briars and thorns. With arrows and with bows shall men come thither, because all the land shall become briars and thorns. And on all hills that shall be digged with the metal, there shall not come cedar, the fear of briars and thorns, but it shall be for descending forth of oxen and for the treading of a razor catcher. Moreover, the Lord said unto me, take the great roll and write in it with a man's pen concerning my hair. Salal Hasa Basa. And I took unto me a peaceful witnesses to record Uri the priest and Segariah the son of Yerekia. Regia. And I went unto the prophetess, and she conceived and bare a son. Then said the Lord to me, call his name Mahel Salal Hasbas. Before the child shall have knowledge to cry, my father and my mother, the riches of Damascus and the spoil of Samaria shall be taken away before the king of Syria. The Lord spake also unto me again, saying, for as much as these people refuse the waters of Shiloh, that go swiftly and rejoice in Losin and Mali son. Now, therefore, behold, the Lord brings up upon them the waters of the river, strong and may, even the king of Syria and all his glory, and he shall come up over all his channels and go over all his branches, and he shall pass through Judah. He shall overflow and go over. He shall reach even to the neck, and the stretching out of his wings shall fill the breadth of thy land, O Emmanuel. Also, she ate your shelves, O ye people, and ye shall be broken in pieces, and keep ear, all ye of far countries, gird yourselves, and ye shall be broken in pieces, gird yourselves, and ye shall be broken in pieces. Take a counsel together, and ye shall come to not speak the word, and ye shall not stand, for God is with us. For the Lord spake thus to me with a strong hand, and instructed me that I should not work in the way of this people, saying, say ye not, confederacy to all them to whom these people shall say, confederacy, neither fear ye their fear, nor be afraid. Sanctify the Lord of hosts himself, and let him be your fear, and let him be your leader. He shall be for sanctuary, but for stone of stumbling, and for a log of offense to both the houses of Israel, for gain, and for a snare to the inhabitants of Jerusalem, and many among them shall stumble and fall, and be broken, and be snared, and be taken. By in the of the testimony, see the law among my the the person, and I will wait upon the Lord that hides his face from the house of Jacob, and I will look for him. And behold, I and the children whom the Lord has given me are for signs and for wonders in Israel from the Lord of hosts, which dwells in Mount Shion. And when they shall say unto you, seek unto them that they have familiar spirits, and unto wizards that people and that mortal should not people seek unto their God for deriving to the dead. To draw and to the testimony, if they speak not according to this word, it is because there is no right in them. And they shall pass through it hardly be stead and ungodly, and it shall come to pass that when they shall be ungodly, they shall forget themselves and curse their king and their God, and look upward. And they shall look unto the earth, and behold the trouble and darkness, dimness of anguish, and they shall be driven to darkness. Nevertheless, the dimness shall not be such as was in her vexation, when at the first he rightly afflicted the land of Zebulun and the land of Naphtali, and afterward the more grievously afflict her by the way of the sea beyond Jordan in Galilee of the nations. The people that worked in darkness have seen a great light. They that dwell in the land of the shadow of death, upon them has the light shined. Thou hast multiplied the nation, and not increased the joy. They joy before thee according to the joy in harvest, and as men rejoice when they divide the spoil. For thou hast broken the yoke of his burden, and the step of his shoulder, the load of his oppressor, as in the day of Midian. For every better of the warrior is with confused noise, and the garments rolled in blood, but this shall be with burning and poor of fire. For unto us a child is born, unto us a son is given, and the mantle shall be upon his shoulder, and his name shall be called Wonderful, Counselor, the Mighty God, the Everlasting Father, the Prince of Peace. Of the increase of his carbon mantle and peace, there shall be no end upon the throne of David and upon his kingdom, to order it and to establish it with judgment and with justice from henceforth even forever. The zeal of the Lord of hosts will perform this song. The Lord sent word into Jacob, and it has lighted upon Israel, and all the people shall know, even Abraham and the inhabitant of Samaria, saying in the pride and stoutness of heart. The bricks are fallen down, but we will build with hewn stones. The sycamores are cut down, but we will change them into cedars. Therefore, the Lord shall set up the trees of Lashin against him, and join his enemies together. The Syrians before, and the Philistines behind, and they shall devour Israel with open mouth. For this his anger is not turned away, but his hand is stretched out still. For the people turns not unto him that smites them, neither do they seek the Lord of hosts. Therefore the Lord will cut off from Israel head and tail, branch and lash in one day. The ancient and honorable, he is the head, and the prophet that teaches lies, he is the tail. For the leaders of these people cause them to err, and the that are rid of them are destroyed. Therefore, the Lord shall have no joy in the young men, neither shall have mercy on the fatherless and widows. For everyone is on hypocrite and on every door, and every mouth speaks folly. For all this, his anger is not turned away, but his hand is stretched out still. For wickedness burns as the fire, it shall devour the briars and thorns, and shall in the thickets of the forest, and they shall mount up like the lifting up of smoke. through the rest of the road of hosts is the land darkened, and the people shall be as the fuel of the fire. No man shall spare his brother. And he shall snatch on the right hand and be hungry, and he shall eat on the left hand, and they shall not be satisfied. They shall eat every man the flesh of his own arm. Manasseh, Ephraim, and Ephraim, Manasseh, and they together shall be against Judah. For all this, his anger is not turned away, but his hand is stretched out still. Woe unto them that the quarry unrighteous decrease, and that right grievousness which they have prescribed. And what will ye do in the day of visitation, and in the desolation which shall come from far? To whom will ye flee for help, and where will ye leave your glory? Without me, they shall bow down under the prisoners, and they shall fall under the slain, for all this his anger is not turned away, but his hand is stretched out still. Assyrian, the road of mine anger, and the step in the other hand is mine in the condemnation. I will send him against an hypocritical nation, and against the people of my race will I give him a I give him a charge to take the spoil, and to take the prey, and to treat them down like the mire of the streets. Howbeit he means not so, neither does his heart think so, but it is in his heart to destroy and cut off nations, not a few. For he says, are not my princes altogether kings? It's not law as Carchemish. It's not Hamad as Arbat. It's not Samaria is Damascus, as my hand has found the kingdoms of the idols, and whose graven images did excel them by Jerusalem and of Samaria. Shall I not, as I have done unto Samaria and her idols, so do to Jerusalem and her idols? Wherefore it shall come to pass that when the Lord has performed his whole work upon Mount Zion and on Jerusalem, I will punish the fruit of the shout heart of the king of Assyria, and the glory of his high looks. For he says, by the strength of my hand I have done it, and by my wisdom, for I am prudent, and I have removed the abundance of the people, and have lobbied their treasures, and I have put down the inhabitants like a violent man, and my hand has found as honest the riches of the people, and as one gather so eggs that are left have I gathered all the earth, and there was none that moved the wing, or opened the mouth, or put down. Shall boast itself against him, that use therewith, or shall so magnify itself against him that shakes it, as if the rod should shake itself against them that lift it up, or as if the staff should lift up itself, as if it were no wood. Therefore shall the Lord of hosts send among his fat ones Nison, and under his glory he shall kinder a burning like the burning of fire. And the writer of Israel shall be for fire, and his Holy One for a flame, and it shall burn, and the bowl his thorns, and his briars in one day. And shall consume the glory of his forest, and of his fruitful field, both soul and body, and they shall be as when standard be order a faint song, and the rest of the trees of his forest shall be few, that a child may write them. And it shall come to pass in that day that the remnant of Israel, and such as are escaped of the house of Jacob, shall no more again stay upon him that smote them, but shall stay upon the road, the Holy One of Israel in truth. The remnant shall return, even the remnant of Jacob, unto the mighty God. For though the people Israel be as the sand of the sea, yet the remnant of them shall return, the some portion, the creed shall overflow with righteousness. For the Lord God of hosts shall make a consumption, even determined in the midst of all the land. Therefore, Jesus says to Lord God of hosts, O my people, that dwellest in Shion, be not afraid of the Assyrian. He shall smite thee with a rod, and shall lift up his staff against thee, after the manner of Egypt. For yet a very little while, and the indignation shall cease, and my anger in the destruction. And the Lord of hosts shall stir up scourge for him according to the slaughter of Midian at the rock of Oreb, and as his rod was upon the sea, so shall he lift it up after the manner of Egypt. And it shall come to pass in that day that his burden shall be taken away from off thy shoulder, and his yoke from off thy neck, and the yoke shall be destroyed because of the anointing. He is come to Ayat. He is passed to Migron at Migmasa. He has raised up his carriages. They are gone over the passes. They have taken up their lodging at Geba. Lama is afraid. Gibeah of Saul is afraid. Lift up thy voice, O daughter of Kalim, cause it to be heard unto Laiso, or for Anadot. But Mena is removed, the inhabitants of Gebim gather themselves to flee, as yet shall he remain at Nob. That day he shall shake his head against the mount of the daughter of Sion, the hill of Jerusalem. Behold, the Lord of hosts shall rob the bow his terror, and the high ones of stature shall be hewn down, and the lofty Laoti shall be humbled, and he shall cut down the thickets of the forest with iron, and Lebanon shall fall by a mighty one. 이사야 10장 34절까지 읽어보았습니다. 뒤에 11장부터는 다음 시간에 읽어보도록 하겠습니다. 시청해주셔서 감사합니다. 안녕히 계십시오.